Yeah, I would actually like to ask Peter about the noise in the background behind the bass. How did you come up with that? I just wanted to ask you. There's like a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot of for Dust Survives. It was a lot of layering of different textures. Um, but I think I used your bass as an input at some point because I don't know if you played. Yeah, you could have played to the already like finished noise. So I was working on it, and there is some of your bass that is being processed, and I love to slow down textures so they they form these drones, and there is this moment when the drone is really, amazing, almost like transcending, taking you to this different places, different zones, and when it comes to noises, I and this one was really special because I was like, I knew that in order for you to react to it, it has to have some sort of like harmonic content. It's so I was like, I cannot make it just static, harsh noise that doesn't include any harmonic things in it. So because I know that you react to that, and it's way easier for you to react to stuff that has some harmonics, some sort of a melody, even if it's like a really simple one. So I was taking care of making it really sonically like full and rich and flowing. So yeah, it was. I think it was also like Vahan really pushing me to send you noises, for years. Actually, for
Yeah.
years, because he's like Vahan Bego is. I mentioned him, so just a few words. He's the guy who helped us always with our visuals and designed the logo for MTVoid. This is Vahan Bego's work. So he's with us most of the time. He's like almost like a third member because he's he's also, there is no ego, there is, but discussions with him are a little bit more tense when it comes to discussing music. He's got this kind of a sharp ideas, like, this is oh, he's all, and he pisses me off, like he's like always telling me like, oh, you gotta make it more. I'm like, more like what? Like, oh, he's like harder, whatever. So he was always saying that, your noises are exceptional, and you have to convince Justin to go in this direction because this is the future for your project. So, and for years I was kind of avoiding that, because when we started working back in LA, it was more about beats, and actually we wanted to make songs, yeah, but this noise was like the first. I was like pretty confident, like, Justin, try playing with this, and the result was mind blowing to me. It's like, yeah, it's a perfect opener for the album.
Well, just I was going to say that it's a unique track because it's a very organic. Like basically, Peter sent me this atmosphere, and what you hear is just one take of bass, just noodling along to it, listening to how the bass is reacting in my hands. I mean, the whole thing is just from the beginning to the end is one take of bass. I just made it all up as we went along, and so I wasn't sure at first when I sent it to Peter. He's like, and then we went back and forth, and we're like, wow, it's perfect. It's like you can't make it up, or you can make it up, I guess is the point. You can make it up. It's just a complete train of thought, and that's what's really beautiful about this first track, I think.
Yeah, I can just we started talking about the survives, and it's yeah, but I think it's gonna be kind of a maybe challenging for people who are gonna start listening to this, because like uh those two singles, Mabaloo and Scanner Void, like showed a little bit like this different side of the album, but actually it starts with a proper soundscape, atmospheric MTVoid, and this is something that is really really exciting for me and might open, some like perception for what is to come and why this project is such a diverse thing.